develop one web application. Okay, web application. Web application. Why I will call it this one as a web application is nothing but we are opening our application from the browser. Browser is nothing but Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, or some other browsers. We are trying to opening our application from the browser. So can someone put in mute? Some noise is coming. Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay. And we are trying to opening our application from the browser. So any application we are trying to opening from the browser, then that application is called web application. That application is called web application. Okay. For example, Facebook is there, right? We will log in from the browser facebook.com and we will enter our username and password, right? That is called the web application because of we are opening our application from the browser. Like that, we are also trying to developing one web application. My web application is my web application is functionality. My application is username and password. Okay, you will enter username, you will enter username and password. You will enter and click on the submit button. Click on the submit button. Then what it will happen? It will redirect into your home page. It will redirect into your home page. So we are trying to developing this application. This is simple login page. This is the simple login page. Okay, what is the functionality of this one is you have to enter username and password and click on the submit button, then it will redirecting into your home page. This is my requirement. This is my requirement. Suppose we want to develop this application, we have a lot of programming languages are there, right? Java is one programming language, and .NET is one programming language, and some other programming languages are there, right? Lot of programming languages are there, right? So assume that as a developer, we selected Java for this type of application. Assume that I am the developer. We are the developer. We are the developer. To develop this login page, we selected Java as a programming language. Java as a programming language. We have a lot of programming languages are there, but Java is a programming language we selected for this application. As a developer, what is the first step we have to take as a developer? So first we have to download Java, JDK and Java softwares. We have to download and we have to install it, right? That is the first software, right? We have to install into our local machine, right? We have to download and we have to install it into our local machine, right? And the second one is so once user you have to enter username and password and click on the submit button. Click on the submit button, then what it will happen in the backend? What it will happen in the backend? Our request it will go to the server. Our request it will go to the server. For example, coming into the Facebook, you will enter your username and password and click on the submit button. Then what it will happen? Our request it will go to the server. Any web application will be placed on the server. First it will go to the server. From the server it will open our home page. So any web application suppose we are trying to developing, then the second software should be the server is required. We have lot of servers are there. We have lot of servers are there. Web server is there and application server is there. Web server is there and application server is there. Okay, so the second software what we should need is we have to download the software. That is nothing but we have to download the server. Download the server and we have to install the server. Install the server. That is the second one. That is the second one. Then the third software is how it will redirecting into your home page only. Once user click on the submit button, then it will go to the server. From the server, how the system it will exactly open your home page only. Means somewhere we have to store username and password. That is somewhere is nothing but a database. That somewhere is nothing but database. So the third software is nothing but a database we should need. The third software is nothing but a database we should need. So lot of databases are there. Lot of databases are there. So to develop one simple web application, to develop one simple web application as a developer, we should install all these softwares. We should install all these software. Once installation has been done, we have to make connection between those softwares. Then we have to start our development. Then we have to start our development. We have to start our development. Forget about this one. Forget about this concept. Now coming into Gmail. Now coming into Gmail. Suppose we want to open a Gmail, what we have to do? Suppose we want to create one new Gmail account, what we have to do? We need an internet connection, right? We need an internet connection, right? Internet connection. Then we have to open an account with the Google, right? Open an account with the Google, right? Open an account with the Google, right? Then wherever you will go, wherever you will go, you will open your Gmail account, right? You will open your Gmail account. Suppose I want to open one Gmail account. What we have to do? We need an internet connection. Then the second step is we should need an account with the Google, right? Then wherever we will go, we will send our emails, right? We will receive our emails, right? The second software is the second application is software or application. The second application is Facebook is also the same concept, right? We should need an internet connection. We should need an internet connection, and internet connection we should need, and an account with the Facebook, right? An account with the Facebook, right? With the Facebook. Then wherever we will go, we will open our Facebook applications, right? Twitter is also the same thing, right? Twitter is also the same thing, right? An internet connection, an account with the Twitter. Then wherever we will go, wherever we will go, we will open our Twitter application, right? One common thing between all these application is we are not installing any softwares. We are not installing any software. We should need an account with that particular application. Then wherever we will go, we will access our application. We will send emails and we will receive an emails. Yet the common point between these application is we don't want to install any softwares. Wherever we will go, wherever we will go, we can access our Gmails, and we can access our Facebook applications, we can access our Twitter application. For that particular purpose, we need an account with that particular application. So this is the common point between all these application. This common point, technically we will call it as a cloud. So all these are called cloud based application. So finally, what do you mean by cloud? We don't want to install any softwares. Wherever we will go, wherever we will access our application for that particular purpose. What should we need from our end? What should we need from our end? We should need an internet connection. We should need an account with that particular application. Then wherever you will go, you can access those application. This concept, technically we will call it as a cloud. The terminology called a cloud. So the terminology called the cloud. Based on this cloud concept, based on this cloud concept. So what do you mean by cloud concept? No need to install any softwares. No need to install any software. Wherever you will go, wherever you will go, you can access our applications. You can access your application. Based on this cloud concept, lot of tools came into market. Those tools are nothing but cloud computing tools. Those tools are nothing but cloud computing tool. So Salesforce CRM is one of the cloud computing tool. Salesforce CRM. This is from Salesforce.com company. Salesforce.com company. And the next one is Dynamic CRM is there. Dynamic CRM. The second software is nothing but Dynamic Dynamic CRM. This is also cloud computing application. This is from Microsoft. This is from Microsoft. And the third CRM is there. Sugar CRM. Like that, we have a lot of CRM tools are there. Among those one, Salesforce CRM is more popular than other CRM tools. So up to now what we learn? Up to now what we learn? Salesforce CRM is a cloud computing tool. Cloud computing tool. Salesforce CRM is a cloud computing tool. What do you mean by cloud computing? What do you mean by cloud computing? We don't want to install any softwares. Wherever we will go, we can access our application. Not only accessing, we can do customization. Customization is nothing but however we want, we will develop our screens. However we want, we will develop our screens. So not only the accessing, we will also do customization. So Salesforce CRM is nothing but wherever we will go, we can access our applications and we can do customization. So for that particular purpose, what we need, we should need an account with that particular application. Other than that, we will not install any software. So finally, Salesforce CRM is a cloud computing tool. Cloud computing tool. In the Salesforce CRM, what we will do is nothing but in Java, what we will do? We will develop our login page, right? In the Salesforce CRM is also we will develop the same thing. Whatever we are doing with the Java, we will also do the same thing with the Salesforce CRM. Whatever we will do with the .NET, we will also do the same thing with the Salesforce CRM. But in the Java, we want to do anything, we have to install software. Every software we have to install, everything we have to make setup, then we have to start our development. But the Salesforce CRM, it is not like that. Wherever you will go, you can access. What you should need, you should need an account with that particular application. So finally, Salesforce CRM is a cloud computing tool. So cloud computing is nothing but we don't want to install any softwares. Wherever we will go, we can access and we can customize however we want. For that particular purpose, we should need an account with that particular application. With that particular application, this is the first point. This is the first point. The second point is, so then how to register with the Salesforce? How we will open an account with the Salesforce? We have to pay any amount or it's a free version? That is the second question. Second question, how to register with the Salesforce? How to register with the Salesforce? How to register with the Salesforce? This is the second point. So basically I'm a general concept. Basically I'm trying to developing one application. So why I will develop that application? I have to use that application for myself. Otherwise I will sell that particular application. I will sell that part. I will sell that particular application. Like that, the same thing. Salesforce also developed this application. So Salesforce also developed this application. So Salesforce will sell this application for money. So that's why technically we will call it as it's a licensed version. Salesforce is nothing but it is a licensed version. Licensed version is nothing but we have to pay some amount to the Salesforce.com company. We have to pay some amount to the Salesforce.com company, and we have to get the license, and then we have to use that this is Salesforce for our business requirement. Suppose I'm going to start one business. I'm going to start one business. For my business, I want to implement Salesforce. I want to implement Salesforce. Directly I will go and open an account with the Salesforce and how to use for my business. It should not be like that. We have to pay some amount to the Salesforce.com company, and we have to get the license. We have to get the license, and based on that license, we will just go and use to our business. So basically, Salesforce CRM is a licensed version. This is software, this application is a licensed version. Licensed version is nothing but we have to pay some amount to the Salesforce.com company, and we have to get the license, and we have to implement to our business. But for their market purpose, Salesforce company introduced some free versions. Some free versions they will introduce. Some free versions they will introduce. That free software, that free application, it will never expire. It will never expire. Basically, Salesforce CRM is a licensed version. But for their market purpose, what they are doing is they introduced some free versions. We will just go and open an account with that particular free version, and we have to learn. We will just go and open an account with that particular free version, and we will learn and we will practice. Here we have another question. So they are introduced some free version. Suppose I'm going to start one business, why I have to pay the amount for them and I have to get the license, right? So because of in the licensed version, unlimited features are there. In licensed version, unlimited features are there. In the free versions there are limited features are there. So the second point is Salesforce CRM is a licensed version. Licensed version is nothing but suppose we are going to start one business. For my business I want to implement Salesforce. I want to implement Salesforce. Then I have to pay some amount to the Salesforce.com company, and I have to get the license. But for their market they introduced some free versions. We will just go and open an account with that particular free version, and we will practice. Then what is the difference between the licensed version and the free version is nothing but, in licensed version, unlimited features are there. But in the free versions, limited features are there, limited features. And here one advantages with the free version is nothing but it will never expire. It will never expire. Suppose any licensed, any free version softwares, it will expire for 15 days, 1 month, after 1 year it will expire. But this Salesforce free version, it will never expire. It will never expire. It will never expire. So how to open an account with the Salesforce with the free version is nothing but this is the link. You will just go and open a new account for yourself. Okay, you will just go and open a new account. Developer.salesforce.com, developer.salesforce.com, and this is the URL. This is the URL. By using this URL, you will just go and open. You will just go and open your own account. You will just go and open your own account. Okay. 1 second, please. Sorry. So this is a free version. Okay, this is a free version. You will just go and open an account with the salesforce.com. This is a free version. You will just go and create your own account. You have a Facebook account, right? How you will register with the Facebook, and you have to open an account. It will never expire, right? That account, and it is a free version, right? It is a free version, right? The same thing. The same thing. Here also we will just go and open an account, and it is a free version. It is a free version, and it will never expire. So this is the link. This is the link, and here you have to enter your first name and the last name. Just remember this email address. Just remember this email address, and this is the role. It doesn't matter any role while registering, while opening an account with the salesforce.com. This is a free account, and it will never expire. It will never expire. So you will just go to provide any role. It doesn't matter. Just remember this email address. Just remember this email address. And the companies also, it doesn't matter. Companies also, it doesn't matter. Anything like ABC. Country doesn't matter. Postal code doesn't matter. Now coming into here, username should be mandatory. This username should be in this format. Any format. See here, abc.com, any format. This is called generally at format. At format. Okay, at format. Here we have to remember the username, and here we have to remember this email address. We are trying to opening an account with the Salesforce, and this is a free account. This is a free account. While opening an account, you will get this particular screen, and you have to remember this email address, and you have to remember this username. So once you enter all these details and click on this particular checkbox and click on sign me up, click on sign me up, then immediately you will receive an email notification to this email saying that you have to reset your, you have to reset your password. You have to reset your password. Once check this particular checkbox and click on the sign me up, then immediately you will receive an email notification saying that you have to reset your password. You have to reset your password. Once you reset your password, then it will automatically redirecting into this below screen. It will automatically redirecting into this particular screen. 1 second. It will automatically redirecting into this particular screen. Go to here. Postal code, anything we can give it. It doesn't matter. While opening an account, first name, last name, just remember the email address under the username. Then you can provide any information. It doesn't matter. So you can provide any information. It doesn't matter. Once you reset your password, then you will receive an email notification. Once you reset your password, then automatically it will redirecting into this particular screen. So while you are trying to registering an account, yes, you enter all these details. Yeah, this email you entered, and country, postal code, username. Just remember this particular username and click on sign me up. Once you will click on the sign me up, then what it will happen? Whatever you mentioned the email address, right? Whatever you mentioned the email address, right? For that particular email, you will receive an email notification saying that you have to reset the password. Once you reset the password, then automatically it will redirecting into this particular screen. This is nothing but Salesforce Lightning version. This is nothing but Salesforce Lightning version. In the Salesforce, two types of versions are there. Two types of versions are there in the Salesforce. One is classic version. One is classic version. The second one is lightning version. In the Salesforce, someone put in mute, please. The Salesforce, two types of versions are there. One is classic version and another one is lightning version. By default, it will redirecting into the lightning version. By default, it will redirect into the lightning version. In the Salesforce, two types of versions are there. Classic version and the lightning version. By default, it will redirecting into the lightning version. Suppose I want to move into the classic version. How to move the classic version? And what is the difference between the lightning version and the classic version, we will discuss. See, first of all, I am just switching into the classic version. How I am switching? Go to the top right corner. Go to the top right corner. Your doll symbol is there. Click on that particular one. You will get this pop-up. Here, switch to Salesforce Classic. Click on switch to Salesforce Classic. Then this is nothing but a classic version. This is nothing but a classic version. In the Salesforce, two types of versions are there. One is classic version and another one is lightning version. So what is the classic version? What is the lightning version? Which version we are going to work in the project? The projects on which version it will start means Salesforce 12 years back they started. They started basically with the classic version. Slowly users are increasing, so then they make changes to the user interface. In the classic version, assume that I'm working with this opportunity, what is this opportunity and all these things we will discuss going forward. I'm working with this particular opportunity. Go to here, click on this new button. See here, this is my classic screen. Classic is nothing but initially Salesforce started 12 years back with the classic version. Slowly users are increasing. So slowly users are increasing. Then they migrated into the lightning version. They migrated into lightning version is nothing but they make changes to the user interface. This is the classic version screen. This is nothing but classic version. See here, this is my classic version. Now they make changes to this particular UI. That the changes is called advanced UI. That advanced UI we will call it as a lightning version. In the classic version, the screen is like this. I'm working with the opportunity object. What is this opportunity object? We will discuss. In the classic version, the UI is like this. UI is nothing but user interface. User interface is nothing but which it will take the data from the user. In the classic version, the UI is like that. The same opportunity object. Suppose I am working with the lightning version. The same UI is looks like this. See, it is opening. Yeah, yeah. See here, the same UI. This is nothing but lightning version. So lightning version is nothing but it is mobile compatibility or tab compatibility or any device. Any device compatibility is nothing but I will open my Salesforce from my mobile. So the screen it will fit into the mobile. Suppose I will open my Salesforce from the tab, it will fit into the screen, it will fit into that particular tab. So lightning version is nothing but it is a device compatibility. Classic version is called it is a browser version. So the third point what we discussed is the third point. In the Salesforce, two types of versions are there. One is classic version and another one is lightning version. Salesforce initially started with the classic version. Slowly users are increasing, so they make changes to that particular UI. That is changes we will call it as a advanced UI. That is technically we will call it as a lightning version is nothing but it is device compatibility. We can open from any device, any device. The next one is nothing but classic version, we will call it as a browser version. Then the next point is the projects are running on which version. Is nothing but initial projects are there, right? 12 years back projects are started, right? Those projects still running in the classic version. Some project they are moving into the lightning version, but whatever the new projects are going to start, right? Those projects are working with the lightning version only. So which version we have to learn? We should learn both version, classic version and the lightning version. Suppose we will learn one version, it is the same as in another version also. So projects are running in both versions, so we should learn every version. Classic version we should learn, and the lightning version we should learn. So up to now what we discussed, Salesforce CRM is a cloud computing tool, and the second point is how to register with the Salesforce. And we will open how to open an account we discuss. Then once we open an account, then what type of versions are there? Classic version and the lightning version. Which version we are going to work means both version that we discuss. Up to now, any questions? You have any questions up to now? Anyone is having any questions? Okay, fine. The next point is here. The next point is here. Suppose I am working in the Salesforce. You will ask, boss, what is your daily responsibilities? What you will work in the Salesforce? I'm working in Java in the sense means I will develop one application. Okay, I will develop one login page. Some other pages I will develop. But what you will do with in the Salesforce? In the Salesforce also we will do the same thing. In the Salesforce also we will do the same thing. Then what is the difference between the Java and the Salesforce is nothing. But the first one is in the Salesforce we will not download and install any software. Salesforce company will make that setup, we will use that setup. Okay, we will use that setup. And the second one is whatever we are developing with the Java, right? We will also do the same thing with the Salesforce application. We will also do the same thing with the Salesforce application. But in the Salesforce, two versions are there. I mean, two types of there. One is configuration part, and another one is development part. Configuration part and the development part. Configuration part and the development part. Suppose we will get one requirement. First we will try to achieve whether it is possible with the setup only. If it is not possible with the setup is nothing but without writing any programming, it is possible with the configuration or setup, whatever we will call it. We will try first it is possible with the setup or configuration. If it is not possible, then we will go with the development environment. But in the Java, everything we have to write a programming. Suppose we'll get one requirement in the Java, everything we have to write a programming. But in the Salesforce, it should not be like that. That requirement is possible with the configuration. Configuration is nothing but without writing any programming. Is it possible to write? Is it possible to achieve? Yes, we can achieve. If it is achieve, we can do that. If it is not, then only we will go with the programming. Then only we will go with the programming. So in the Salesforce, two parts are there. Two parts is nothing but one is admin part, that is nothing but configuration, and the second one is development part. We will discuss both classic version and the lightning version in our course. We will discuss both classic version and the lightning version. In the admin part, what we will do? In the admin part, what we will do is nothing but we will learn the topics. I mean, what are the what Salesforce is nothing but it is object based. It is not object oriented. It is not object oops concept. It should not be like that. It is not like that. Salesforce is nothing but object based. I'm saying that, for example, you will ask me, Ramesh, what you are working, what is your daily activities in the Salesforce? I'm say that I'm working on the lead object, I'm working on the account object, I'm working on the contact object, I'm working on opportunity object. So finally I'm saying that object. The next question from you is, what is an object? Object is nothing but a table. Object is nothing but a table. In the Salesforce terminology, the table we will call it as a object. Generally, why we will use the table? To store the data and to display the data from the table. Salesforce is also the same thing. Salesforce is nothing but it is an object based. Object is nothing but a table. Table, what is the purpose of table is nothing but to store the data and to display the data from the table. So Salesforce is nothing but object based. Salesforce is nothing but it is a object based. The first topic what we are going to discuss is nothing but what is an object, how to create an object, I mean how to create a table, and how to create records in that particular table. How to create records in this particular table. Just compare this one. Just compare this one. Go to here. Just compare this one. This is my object. Sorry, this is my table. This is my table. employee table, and here employee name, and next one is last name and some other fields. But in the Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a employee object. Employee object. We will call it as a employee object. And this is called the table. This is called the table, and in Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a object. These are called these are called fields. These are called fields in the Salesforce terminology. But but in the table terminology, we will call it as a columns. Just compare table with the object. This is nothing but a one row. This is nothing but a row. But in the Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a record. In the Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a record. In table terminology, we will call it as a row. So the first concept what we are going to discuss in the Salesforce is how to create this object, and how to create these columns, and how to create this record. The second concept is nothing but, so this is one table. This is one table, and I will just go and create some other table. How to make relationship between these two tables? How to make the relationship between these two tables? That is the second concept. First concept is how to create an object, how to create an object, how to create a columns, and how to create a record. The second concept is relationships, how to make communication between those two objects, how to make communication between those two objects, that we are going to discuss. The next concept is nothing but security. We are going to discuss about the security. Before going into the security, some general concept. Assume that I am a ICICI Bank customer. Assume that you are also ICICI Bank customer. Is it possible for me to access your bank details? No, right? For you also, it's not possible to access my bank details, right? No, right? Because of we are all belonging to, but we are all belongs to the ICICI Bank platform only. We all belongs to the ICICI Bank platform only. ICICI Bank platform only. But only owner will access the account. Owner is nothing but who is having username and password. That person will access the account. Like that in the Salesforce also. Suppose one user created one record, another user will not access that particular record. So that we are going to achieve by using security. This security is nothing but under security we have profile. The next one is nothing but permission set, and the next one is nothing but OWT, and the next one is sharing rules. All these concepts it will come under the security. The next concept is we are going to discuss about workflows. We are going to discuss about workflows. What is the workflows means? Again, coming into the general topic, suppose you will go to the supermarket and you purchase something. Once you purchase, you will pay the amount by using card. Immediately you will get a notification to your mobile, right? This month's amount is deducted. The same concept. Suppose I am trying to creating one record, then immediately I want to send an email notification to my manager. So that concept we are going to achieve by using workflows. Like that, in the Salesforce admin part, we have 16 topics are there. 16 topics are there. These topics are common in both the classic version and the lightning version. We will discuss both versions. We will discuss both versions. Once once admin part has completed, then we will go with the development part. Then we will go with the development part. In the development part, we will discuss classic version. We will discuss classic version, and we will discuss lightning version, and the next one is we will also discuss integration part. All those topics we will cover, all those topics we will cover. So, but before going into the development, we should learn about the admin part. Once we learn the admin part, then only we will understand what are the topics are in the development, why we have to go with the development part and all those things. And one more important thing is to learn the Salesforce. We don't require any pre-required. I mean, I want this technology so that I will learn the Salesforce. It should not be like that. Suppose you know any programming language, then it is very advantage. Suppose you also don't know, then we will start from the basic itself. We will start from the basic itself. First, we will start with the admin part. 16 topics are there. Everything is a configuration only. Everything is configuration. Then these 16 topics are completed. Then we will go with the development part. In the development part, again, we will discuss classic version, lightning version, and integration also we will discuss. And this is completely project oriented training. It should not be like definitions and all those things. This is completely real time. I'm working in one project. How? these topics are implemented in my project, how these topics are implemented in my project. Again, I will explain all those things. So this is completely project oriented training. Should not be like that. We will not go with the definitions and all those things. Okay. And suppose you will add 3 to 5 years experience to your resume, then you are in a position to survive in your project independently. So we will discuss all the real time cases coming into the development and all those things, all the real time cases, all the real time cases only we will discuss. And this is the demo session. Any questions, we will go one by one. Arshit, any questions, Arshit?
No, sir.
Arshit? Yeah, okay,
No, sir.
Arshit. Joseph, any question, Joseph?
Need any background, like you already mentioned, there won't be
Voice is very low, Joseph. Your voice is very low.
one second. No, sir. Like what I'm asking you, so like I heard we need a minimum knowledge on Java or something for it. Is that correct?
Suppose not only the Salesforce, Joseph. Suppose we know one programming language. Okay, suppose we know one programming language, and we are moving. We want to learn not only the Salesforce, some other other technologies. It is advantage. All these tools are built on the like Java programming languages only. Suppose you know the Java programming language, it is advantage, but it's not mandatory because of I will start from the basic itself. You know any programming, suppose you know any programming, then it is
I'm from
advantage.
maintenance.
Yes, Joseph.
I'm from maintenance background, so I was just worried
Maintenance.
about the big data. Yeah.
No, it should not be like that. Suppose you know any programming language, okay, then it is advantage because of you know the concepts, right? The same
Yes.
concept here also we are implementing. The syntaxes are different. Suppose you know the Java because of Java is also a programming language, right? So the same syntaxes are similar to here, but we will start from the basic itself. We will start from the basic itself. Okay, Joseph. It's not
So,
mandatory. Suppose you know it is advantage. Suppose you also don't. No worries. We will start from the basic. Okay. And
hello, sir.
Prabhakar, any question? Yes, Joseph.
Uh,
Yes,
sir,
Ashwin.
if there is any educational gap, is there?
The education gap. Suppose you have 3 years of presently in Indian market for developers, lot of openings are there for Salesforce. In Indian market, there are no jobs for the admin. There are no jobs for admin. For developers, suppose you will add 3 years experience for your resume and you learn this course. We have lot of opportunities are there for Salesforce. Okay.
But not about admin.
Could you come again, Ashir?
Admin.
In admin, we don't have jobs, Ashir. 9 years back, we have jobs for admin, but in India, we don't have jobs for admin. We have jobs only for development. But once you enter into the project, there you will get the projects in admin. But in interview point of view, they will discuss admin plus development part. But once you enter into the project, there is some admin work projects are there. So you have to move into that project. That depends on our time. Okay.
Okay.
But while taking the interviews and all those things, they will prefer admin plus development also. They will prefer maximum development. Once you join the company and once you join the company, then you have to look into I need some support project or admin configuration project. Yes, that facility is there. But taking the interview, we should go with the admin and development. Okay. Sure. There are a lot of jobs are there for development. You will join as a developer, but in the projects, once you join in the project, there is some admin activities are there. It's based on our time. Okay. But we have to learn admin part and development. Okay. And okay, Arshit. Yeah, fine. Prabhakar, any questions, Prabhakar?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, fine, Prabhakar. Pradeep, any questions?
Um, so two questions. Like one is, I heard the word like functional. Like it's my friend suggested me this Salesforce.
Okay.
I'm into Java development also. So
Okay.
they said like admin development and you must learn functional. And may I know like what is that, sir?
Functional is nothing but admin configuration part. You are going as a
Okay.
functional, right? I think you are going as a tech functional. And in
Okay.
functional, suppose as a business analyst, as a project manager, what generally they will discuss? They will discuss, I want this requirement, I want, whenever they are trying to discussing, they will discuss, they will use the admin terminologies only. Whether you are
Okay.
going as a functional or a developer or anything, first we should learn the admin part. But suppose you are going
Okay.
as a PMO role or some any role you are going, the higher roles you are going, then we should know the admin terminologies. Generally they will discuss the admin part. I mean, go to this particular object, go to this that object, and everything they will use the admin terminologies, whether we are going with the functional, all those things. So we should learn the
Oh,
admin is nothing but a functional.
okay. Okay, sir. And may I know the course duration, sir?
We are going with the complete admin is it's 1 month. Okay?
Yeah.
Admin is with 1 month, and the remaining 1.5 month development. Complete thing
Okay.
we are going to discuss, whatever there in our Salesforce classic version, lightning version, integration, complete packages we are discussing. Total two
Okay.
and a half month course it is.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, Pradeep.
Thank you, sir. That's my question, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Pradeep. Thanks.
Sir Joseph again. So what would be
Yeah,
the timing, sir?
timing it's not yet confirmed, Joseph. Today is our
Okay.
demo, and we will
Okay.
confirm. We have to get in touch with them, and we will discuss about the timings and all those things, Joseph. So,
Okay.
and we are discussing complete project oriented training, project oriented. So whenever we are coming into the development part, I will discuss for each and every topic. I will discuss some real time examples only. So you are adding 3 to 5 years experience for your resume, and you will easily survive in the project. Okay, I'm sure
So
about
you
that.
can provide you can provide project also, no, sir.
Yeah, project. Yes, I will explain the project also. Once 5 or 6 topics, I mean, discuss, then I will also so my project. So these topics I implemented is somewhere in this project. This is the business. I will explain like that.
And about speed, sir, for speed,
Your voice is breaking, Joseph.
for speed,
Uh,
sir, for speed,
Harshit,
speed.
some course fee.
Uh,
Yeah, course fee. Can you discuss with them about that? Yeah. Okay. Durga Soft. They will contact you. Okay. They will communicate
Okay,
with you. Yeah. And Pradeep, Rahul, any questions, Rahul? Rahul. Okay, I'm not able to hear your voice, Rahul. Okay. And Rohit, any questions, Rohit?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Rohit. Sagar, any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine, Sagar. Suman?
Sir, one question, sir. Sir, after this
Yes, Suman.
batch will be confirmed, sir, Durgasoft will contact with me na, regarding sir payment or all the things.
Yes, all the things they will contact you.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. That's
Okay, fine. And Subramanyam, any questions, Subramanyam? I'm saying that Java is not mandatory. Suppose you know one Java programming language, then it is advantageous. But Java means not like a Servlet, JSP, Springs. It should not be like that. Only basic code Java. Only basic code Java. Suppose you know, then it is advantage. But here it is having their own syntaxes. Salesforce is using Apex programming language. Java means Java programming language. Salesforce means Apex programming language. So here we will use our own syntaxes. Basic core Java. Suppose you know, that is advantage. Suppose you know, that is advantage. Suppose you also don't know, we will start from the basic itself. We will start from the basic itself. Okay. And okay,
so
Subramaniam.
once the course is completed, sir Joseph.
Yeah,
Once
yes,
course
Joseph.
is completed, like, will there be any help related to the no opportunities finding? Like,
Opportunities finding in the sense means I'm not sure, Joseph. But suppose you need any interview related things or you need any actual information related to the Salesforce, I will provide.
okay.
Okay. Job means I'm not sure. You have to check with the Durgasoft. But related to the subject things, whatever you
Okay.
want, I will provide.
Okay.
you want certification details. Suppose you are going into the US market, means certification is mandatory, but in Indian market certification is not mandatory, and because of it is 15,000 we have to pay. Suppose you want to clear the certification, I will provide. Suppose you want interview questions, resume preparations, project, anything you want related to the subject, reach me on. Okay, Joseph. Once course has completed or any time, okay, course has completed, anytime you can reach me. And this is for today's demo session. And if you need any, I mean, when the batch it will start and all those things, you can communicate with the Durgasoft people. And maybe we will take another demo, and we are looking for some other students. And once that is fine, then we'll start our. Maybe it will take maximum 1 week of time. Okay, maximum 1 week of time. We will start our new batch. Okay. Any questions, all? Yeah.
Sir,
Thank
the
you.
next demo will be the next week or?
Next week.
Okay, okay.
You have any friends? Please refer me.
Yes, sir,
And
I'll
then,
definitely.
yeah.
I'll definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Our next demo is on next weekend, and after that we will start our session. Yeah, it is complete project oriented training. I will give complete my project explanation, real time examples only. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks all. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.